here. St. Christopher's taking on Collegiate here at City Stadium on a very cold November night. Collegiate coming into this game, they've been dominant all year, 23-1, but that one loss did come at Massey Field in September when they fell to the Saints 2-1. These two teams have matched up since then, and Collegiate, right here on City Field, took a 4-1 victory. We should have a great game coming up. We thank you all for tuning in. We'll be back for the opening kickoffs shortly. Starting for St. Christopher's, your defense, Evan Broughton, Beckett Schofield, Kellen Welch, and Stephen Bashara. In the midfield, Charlie Hudson, Max Mumford, and Campbell Stalker. And in the attack, it's Grayson DeCosmo, Matt Sovich, and then your striker tonight will be Jack Bleacher with Ben Smith starting in between the posts. For Collegiate, they have Neil Myers between the posts. He scored a brace last time at City Stadium, and he scored the goal that put Collegiate ahead of Norfolk Academy on Wednesday night. He's joined by Andrew Ascoli, Tom Kerr, Rhodes Neuner, Neil Myers, and Peter Hartman. We are almost off here at City Stadium. St. Christopher's in the white, Collegiate in the neon green. Saints looking to repeat and looking to win what would be their 6th state championship. They won it last year, and in 2021, their season was ended by these Cougars here at Citi Field in state semifinal. So perhaps looking for a bit of revenge from that defeat 2 years ago.
I'm glad to be here with you, Edison. Should be a good one. This is the trilogy for this year, so hopefully the Saints come out to play. I think the first 5 or 10 minutes are going to be indicative of how we'll play tonight. Hope they get off to a good start.
The Saints attack came out very slow against Potomac. Multiple big chances missed, and they didn't score for the first 67 minutes. They can't do that tonight. They're going to need to come out firing. And we are off here at City Stadium in the 2023 VISAA Division I final.
Collegiate is very aggressive early, so we got to weather this storm. You can see Charles Nody is all over the place already. So we just have to settle in and make sure we make some short passes and take care of the ball.
Like we mentioned, Nolde, 48 goal contributions in 23 games. Unreal numbers. The Saints are going to probably won't be able to stop him, just going to hopefully neutralize him tonight. St. Christopher has been nothing short of miraculous in the start of this tournament. The first 2 matches, both won in penalty kicks. They looked dead against Potomac here on Wednesday evening. They couldn't get anything going, and whenever they did, they couldn't finish. But Charlie Hudson equalized, and then game went into penalties. And for the second match in a row, Stephen Bishara came up with a big penalty to win it. Rhodes Nooner. Your starting lineup for St. Christopher's. Between the posts, it's Ben Smith. In the defense, your fullbacks are Stephen Bishara and Evan Broughton. Center backs, seniors, Kellen Welch and Beckett Schofield. Midfield, Charlie Hudson, Campbell Stalker, and Max Mumford. And your attack is Jack Bleacher, Grayson DeCosmo, and Matt Sovich, as that is pocketed away. And we out for a collegiate throw. It's Charles Nolde. It's Quentin Sullivan now. He sends it in. Kellen Welch, believe he got a boot on it, and the Saints clear it out. They're going to look to counters. It's with Jack Bleacher. Gives it to Bishara. There's a gorgeous through ball from Hudson, but Matt Sovich just can't run it down. That left flank is where the majority of the attacks have come from for the Saints this year, as the Bishara to Sovich link up has been deadly. And here's a good run now for Collegiate. It's Joshua Parker. He's one-on-one with Bishara, and that's going to be out for a Collegiate corner.
You saw the speed from Parker there when he just booted it a little bit to give him some space to run. He is very fast. Right here, we have to mark Nody that last time down when he passed it back. We just left him alone, so I was a little surprised at that. So we'll see if we mark him.
It's Sean Argawal's corner. It's in. Nolde gets a head on it. Welch gets a head on it. And that is going to be over the goal line once again, and another corner coming from the opposite side, this time for the Cougars.
That's what we're worried about, Edison. We can't allow Nody to get free. I mean, he's just so big and physical, explosive. I believe that is Bashar that's marking him right now.
I think it needs to be Kellen Welch on those corners. Here's another one sent in, and that's going to be a bit too high. St. Christopher's throw coming. But as I was saying, I think on those corners, the Saints are going to want to look to have Kellen Welch marking Nody, as Welch listed as 6'5" on the Saints roster. Definitely is going to have the height advantage there.
Tremendous pressure here from Collegiate on this throw coming from the corner. Good ball from Bashar.
That's going to be taken away. It's with Nolde. What does he see? That's a very inaccurate pass. Falls right to DeCosmo, but he couldn't get it to Bleacher. Here is Charles Nolde. He sends a gorgeous ball in for Argowal. Really nice work from Mumford to shut it down. Gorgeous from Max Mumford as he single-handedly shut down that Collegiate attack. Junior midfielder put up a stretch of great performances late in the season. There's a ball in towards Argowal. Mumford gets his head on it. Be cleared out by DeCosmo. And this is very dangerous for Collegiate. Jack Bleacher nearly gets there.
I like that pressure from Jack.
That's a really poor kick. And the Saints now going to look to come up with something. It's Campbell Stalker, the senior midfielder.
Great play by Campbell.
He scored the opener against Collegiate last match, or excuse me, the first match against them. Jack Bleacher scored the other goal, and Nolde did score late in that match, but they couldn't come up with the second goal to equalize as the Saints did take a 2-1 victory. Key inactive for the Saints tonight, senior midfielder, the JMU commit, Jackson Carlin. He's out with an illness. Here's Evan Broughton. Nearly had DeCosmo, who would have had a lot of green ahead of him. But a really nice work there from Tom Myers to get a foot on it.
I like where the Saints are at this point. Edison weathered the storm, weathered all the energy that Collegiate came with. Now in the 6th, 7th minute. So everything's settling down, and now we can play our game.
Nolde limping after, like Helen Walsh might have gotten him in the shin. So here's Campbell Stalker. He sends it in for Matt Sovich. It's going to be off target. Goal kick coming. It's Nolde walking very gingerly out there. That would be a big loss for Collegiate if he has to come off.
He's not moving very well, and like you said, Welch is marking him right now.
That's a really nice dribble there from Rhodes Neuner. Splits 2 men. He's fouled. It's going to set up a free kick. It's out for Joshua Parker. He whips it in, and it's going to be blocked by Sovich. Another corner coming for Collegiate. It is Sean Argowal taking it. That's going to be cleared out. It's going to fall to Broughton. He'll send it out around midfield. It'll be taken back in by the Cougars, however. So that's sent in towards Nolde. Charles Nolde has it. He sends it over to Joshua Parker. He sends it in. It's a bit of a mishit there from Beckett Schofield. Rare mistake from him. So now it's back with Nolde. He takes on the shot, blocked by Mumford. It's going to be cleared out by Broughton. Collegiate has to be very happy with how this game is going so far, as they've been able to create a bunch of chances, as now it's with Nolde. He is pocketed by Stalker. It's with Matt Sovich. Back to Campbell Stalker. He sends it up for Max Mumford. Do the Saints have something here? Mumford whips it in, and it's going to go to the keeper. Tried to get it in for Sovich, but nothing was doing. And Collegiate's going to look to counterattack. Saints midfield did not do a very good job at getting back. It's cleared out. It's to DeCosmo. Kellen Welch steps up, makes a tackle, but it's given away. Quentin Sullivan, he's going to dance with Evan Broughton. And he goes down. It's going to be a foul on Sullivan.
I love the play by Jack Bleacher up top on that one, Edison. I'm sure you saw he cut it off. He didn't let him reverse the field. And now we had the advantage and we were able to get the ball on the foul.
Pass given away by Welch. Here's Nolde. He has some space. It's Joshua Parker now. Can Collegiate come up with something? Whipped in. Bashara blocks it. Yet another quarter coming for Collegiate. Already their 4th in 10 minutes.
Saints living in dangerous territory right now. 4 corners at this period, at this juncture of the game, not a good thing.
Once again, it will be the junior Sean Argowal taking it. Sends it very high. Ben Smith cannot come up with it. Cleared out by Welch. DeCosmo gets a foot on it. It's still free. Stalker clears it out. It's back to Quentin Sullivan now. He takes on the shot. It's going to be blocked by Bleacher. Falls to Sovic. He clears it out. So the Saints avoid the danger. But Collegiate inching closer and closer to putting one in the back of the net. It's Joshua Parker now. He will dance with Bashar, and that's a great tackle from the junior right back. And that's going to be ricocheted off Parker. Yep.
Yeah.
Great work there. Beckett Schofield playing his final game in a Saints jersey. He's been nothing short of incredible this year defensively.
Yep, pushing it back. Saw that one.
It's going to set up another free kick for St. Christopher's. There's some subs prepared to come on. Sutton Olson and Tyler Overstreet.
Important possession here, Edison. Let's see if we can get something going, get some momentum, change the field a little bit. Collegiate's been dominating possession.
It's Kellen Welch. Over to Evan.
Throw it right back away.
And Collegiate going to look to counterattack. It's Nolde now. He's tripped up. It's going to be a foul on Welch. And the ref does not produce a card, but he's certainly not happy. Nolde looks to be moving better than he was after the early collision with Kellen Welch. This will set up a pretty dangerous free kick for the Cougars now. It's Neil Myers. He sends it in for Sullivan. He's going to race with DeCosmo.
Good play by DeCosmo.
Great work from Grayson. And the Saints are going to look to counter, but it's taken away by Sean Argowal. But Grayson DeCosmo with gorgeous defense, and for a winger, he provides a lot defensively for them. Last year, and even some this year, played as an attacking midfielder, as Bleacher couldn't find anyone.
Yeah, he tried to get too cute with that one.
It's Joshua Parker. He sends it in. Schofield takes it away. It's with Sovic now.
Looks like a similar play that Kellen was called on foul on that one.
As Mumford's pass, bit off target. It's Tom Myers. Stalker, he takes it away temporarily. Welch sends it out to DeCosmo. And Kellen Welch will clear it out. Gorgeous tackle from Stalker. The Saints are going to look to counter. It's DeCosmo now. He is tripped up. Foul called. It's the second time this match now that we've seen Collegiate trip up a man in order to stop a counterattack. Generally not something referees are big fans of, so if they see you commit a foul in order simply to stop a counterattack, and with no effort for the ball, they might be more inclined to pick out a card. As Ben Smith will take the free kick. He will send it deep. It's DeCosmo waiting under it. And it'll fall to Max Mumford. Here's the junior midfielder. It's going to be somehow kept that over the touchline. And Collegiate going to look to run now. It's Nolde. He sends it over to Joshua Parker, but he did not get very much on that pass as Stephen Bashara clears it out. So now it's with Jack Bleacher. Saints have numbers on the counterattack, but the pass was off target. Through the first 15 minutes here at City Stadium, Collegiate definitely been the better side. Will they open up the scoring soon? As it's taken away by Schofield, but he gives it right back. So that's sent in by Myers. It's still up there. Broughton clears it out. Welch gets a head on it. Falls to DeCosmo. It's Grayson DeCosmo. He tried to get it to Bleacher, and pass was intercepted. An advantage given for Collegiate. It's Tom Myers. Sends it over for Joshua Parker. So that's whipped in. Broughton gets his head on it. It's out for Grayson DeCosmo. He will try to get some space as he gets it to Bleacher.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Very physical play by Myers.
He did not get the ball at all. So now it is Joshua Parker. He makes a great move on Bashara. Joshua Parker, but Beckett Schofield is there with the crucial tackle. As that's sent into the box now. Great work from Mumford. It's Stalker. What a touch from Campbell Stalker. The Saints are going to look to run. They have a 3-on-4. Stalker up for Matt Sovich.
Cross it.
Sovich. He sends it in. Jack Bleacher. It's off target.
That was close. Really, really nice counter. Really nice counter by the Saints.
That's what Coach Wood wants to see, as that was the first big goal-scoring opportunity for the Saints of the game. And tough cross from Sovich, just off target, but definitely an encouraging sign, as that was their biggest issue against Potomac. They could not generate counterattacks. And Potomac, they were very content with just sitting back. So when they got their defense set, it was very hard for the Saints, as Sullivan blows by Evan Broughton. Quentin Sullivan, Welch sends it out.
Is this a throw or corner number 5?
I believe it's a throw.
It's like a throw. Good.
Sullivan in for Nolde. Back to Sullivan. It's Quentin Sullivan. Tried to go behind his back. As Jack Bleacher gets it, he clears it out. It's right back to the Cougars, however. It's Neil Myers. Joshua Parker with the pass intercepted by Stephen Bashara, but it does go right back to Parker.
Great defense by Stephen.
Wow.
Great defense.
Impressive defensive work from Bashara, and that's going to be given to Collegiate. Bashara and Sovich cannot believe it, as big group subs on now for the Saints. Hudson, Sovich, DeCosmo, and Broughton come off. Coming on, it's Sutton Olsen, Cade Cox, Daniel Kehoe, and Tyler Overstreet. It's Nolde now. He sends it in for Sullivan. Overstreet heads it right to Ben Smith. The Saints are going to look to counter now, but Smith couldn't find anything.
Smart play by Smith there.
Yeah. Against Collegiate, he did make an error where he was too careless with the ball, with dropping it, and was taken away, and Charles Nolde tapped it in. Cannot make any of those mistakes tonight. Parker through ball for Nolde, and a great tackle.
Play, Schofield.
And that's going to be off Nolde.
Schofield and Bashar are playing some special soccer right now. They are all over the place defensively.
Sean Argawal. Mumford takes it away temporarily, and Welch.
Max came out of nowhere.
Yeah, the Saints going to look to counter now. It's Cade Cox.
Myers is just so big and physical, man.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And that's going to be off Overstreet. Throw coming for Collegiate.
I mean, from up here, he looks like a football tight end. I mean, he's just physical.
Campbell Stalker taps that one away. He's been so good tonight. As here's a good look for Collegiate. There's that shot over the bar. It's Peter Hartman nearly opened the scoring for the Cougars.
That was a great move. I'm not sure if Ben knew that was over the crossbar or not, but he did a great job not to touch it to give them another corner.
Yeah. Smith has a very big leg. He tries to get it over to Stalker. Falls to Overstreet, who heads it to Bleacher. Jack Bleacher going to look to run now. The Saints have a 3-on-4. His pass slips through the cracks. It's Daniel Kehoe. It's Kehoe. He takes it on. That's over the bar. He had Campbell Stalker, and a well-placed through ball surely would have put the Saints on the board, as Stalker had nothing but green grass in front of him.
Edison, would he have been offside?
I don't think so.
I didn't think so either.
If he timed the run well, I think he would have been on.
I was waiting on him to send that in.
So Bashara and Mumford come off. That's sent in for Nolde. Gorgeous touch to get it over to Sullivan. And see who they give it to. It'll be a goal kick. Schofield, he sends it over to Overstreet. Tyler Overstreet under some duress here.
This is dangerous.
He's got to get rid of it as he gets it up to Kehoe. It's a poor touch from Kehoe. It's given right back to Collegiate as it's Joshua Parker now. It's great work there from Overstreet. Sean Argawal back to Nolde. It's Charles Nolde. It's wide. He went for that right corner. Great defensive work there from the Saints to cut off any better angles for him. As for someone with 48 goal contributions in 24 games this year, the Saints so far defending him about as well as you could ask. As Schofield tripped up, that's going to be a foul on Nolde. Schofield is down.
Beck has been battling injuries for the last couple of weeks. He's had ankle problems all year long. Can't afford to lose him tonight.
Wednesday, he was questionable. We didn't know how much of him we were going to see. He started the game on the bench, came on in about the 7th minute. He did not come off after that. His status was in doubt because he was dealing with an injury. There's a very dangerous pass from Welch, and that is gorgeous touch from Schofield. That is a center back, mind you. As the pass from Overstreet off target, but Collegiate's attempted a counter goes right to Kellen Welch. Cade Cox couldn't control it. It's back with Stalker. Sends it to Broughton. Back to Campbell Stalker, and a nice spin there from him. Sends it over to Olsen. Back to Kellen Welch.
We definitely need some punch from Stalker tonight, Edison.
Yeah, he's been so good this year. He, as I mentioned earlier, he scored the opener in the first match against Collegiate. Here's a good look for Collegiate. It's up for Joshua Parker. He gets a head on it. Smith just forces it out. Ben Smith does just enough to deny Joshua Parker. And an incredible save from the junior goalkeeper, as now Collegiate can have another corner coming up.
So much speed up top with Nodi and Parker. I mean, they just threaten you so quickly.
As I think Coach Wood has seen enough of the pressure Joshua Parker was applying, and he's going to bring Stephen Bashara back on. So
what's going on right now?
Are
they saying that Ben didn't touch it?
Definitely did not look like that.
I thought he saved it, yeah.
Maybe it was, no, because if it was an offsides, it wouldn't have been that deep. So I guess they say Smith didn't get a hand on it. Not sure if that's the case, but we will not complain. Smith sends it deep. Grayson to Cosmo. Some great work there. Can he keep it in? He does. It's Daniel Kehoe. Kehoe in for Jack Bleacher.
This time, Bleacher couldn't hold it.
Tough for the Saints, but Collegiate not out of the woods yet. They do a great job at recovering that defense. They're going to send it deep for Nolde, but it'll fall right to Ben Smith. Sovic and Mumford are prepared to come back on. Smith going to send it very deep. But Collegiate with a counter coming now. They have a 4-on-4. It's up for Sullivan. And Ben Smith will let it roll over the goal line. And now Hudson, Mumford, and Sovic come back on. Bleacher, Cox, and Stalker will be coming off. I think at some point Smith might have to cool it with his deep passes. But here's Mumford, and a great defensive work from Collegiate, as if that had gotten through, Sovic would have had the goal at his mercy. And now here's Joshua Parker. Once again, he'll dance with Stephen Bashara. And Parker looked like he might have pushed off, falls over there. And Bashara can't believe it.
Yeah, I definitely thought Parker was way too physical on that one. Push Bashara in the back.
It looked like he pushed Bashara, lost his balance because of the push, and then fell down, but it's not how the refs see it, as they will award a free kick.
Wow, okay.
It'll be Quentin Sullivan taking it.
Very tough angle here, man.
Yeah.
This is
He'll probably send it in for Nolde, if I had to guess.
Yeah, right in front of the box, right?
They have Kellen Welch right there. There's cross sent in. It's out there. Welch gets a foot on it.
Good play,
Still
Kellen.
out. And the fall back to Sean Argawal. But the Saints clear the immediate danger. See what Collegiate can come up with now. Up into the 29th minute. It's Argawal. It's going to be cleared away by Overstreet. It's Charles Nolde. Marked by Kellen Welch. Nolde takes it on, blocked by Welch.
Great defense.
It's going to fall to Mumford, and that's going to be intercepted by Stephen Bashara. The Saints are going to look to run. It's Bashara. He gets it up for Matt Sovic. Sovic. He sends it through for Kehoe. Can't get there. Sent back to Thomas Ward. It's Max Mumford now in a battle for it. Great work there from Overstreet. Collegiate being very physical so far. So that's going to be intercepted by Olsen. The Saints have numbers. It's with Charlie Hudson. They'll reset it back to Schofield. It's Bashara. He's just going to clear it out. And slips through the cracks, but great tackle from Bashara.
What a match he has played.
Yeah, he's been the best player on the pitch tonight for either side. So good. As his impact has been very clear, as for about the 3 minutes he was off the pitch, Joshua Parker nearly created 2 goal-scoring chances for the Cougars. And I don't think Coach Wood's going to want very many minutes without Bashar out there for the rest of this one. As now it's with Jack Bleacher. Takes on 3 Collegiate defenders. It's Jack Bleacher. Sends it in. DeCosmo goes down.
Ooh.
Another good look for the Saints, but they still have it. It's Olsen. And Quentin Sullivan going to look to counter.
Transition. Got Parker's on the right flank.
Yeah. See if he sees him. Take on Overstreet. He gets it to Argowal. He'll dance with Olsen. Misses the tackle. Sean Argowal will take it. It'll be taken in by Smith. It's still free, and then he falls on it. Charles Noldy nearly there for the rebound, but Smith does a good job.
Good hustle by Smith and good box out there by Schofield as well, shielding him from the ball. That would have been interesting.
Yeah, he does a great job there of not getting too physical and not giving Collegiate a penalty, but also making it so if Noldy wanted to get to that ball, he would have had to run him over. Joshua Parker.
So good, so talented. Edison, we haven't been able to lock down any of Ben's free kicks. Like, we just can't control it and get some offense going.
Yeah, I think likely is that Dougie Boardman will come on for the second half, as that's what the Saints have been doing all year, alternating those keepers. Boardman much less aggressive than Smith. He generally does like to go short with his goal kicks, and I think that is a necessary change, as Smith, he has a big leg, but the Saints just haven't been able to come down with any of them against a very physical Collegiate team, as Hudson gives it away, and Collegiate tried to look for a counter, but the through ball a bit off target. Back at Schofield, with a great touch there. He's one of the best dribblers on this team, and he's a center back. It's Joshua Parker now. It's Charles Noldy, back to Parker. Send in for Noldy, up in the air. It's up for Argowal. Hartman blocked, still with Noldy. It's Hartman. He's blocked again. Header up for Noldy. Falls with Mumford. It's back to Argowal. Falls to Myers. Saints somehow.
Ooh. How many shots have we blocked?
It's Argowal. And Noldy and Stalker race for it. Noldy tries to clear, or excuse me, Stalker tries to clear it. It's blocked. It falls for Hartman. He whiffs. And the Saints just need to clear this, as they do get it to Jack Bleacher. And somehow they avoid the danger. Cooper Winston Evans, his pass off the mark.
All right, we got to get Kellen Lush back in there. There he is. We got to get him back in front of the goal, man. Too dangerous.
Yeah, Kellen, varsity basketball player.
Yeah, he's used to, blocking out and rebounding and all that kind of stuff, so that we need him back in there.
Yeah. Bashara tries to throw it over for Hudson. It'll be taken away by Collegiate.
Harris Campbell. Make a play, Campbell.
Yeah. Campbell Stogger with a great slide, but They're going to say he got the leg before the ball. As Kellen Welch with a great tackle, still in a dangerous position. And that's going to be blocked again. Falls to Argowal, taken away by Stalker. That's in for Nolde. It's going to be out of his reach.
Ooh.
The Saints have to feel lucky to still be 0-0 here. Collegiate came very close numerous times. Just have not been able to come up with that one big finish.
How many shots do you think we blocked?
At least like 10.
10 of them.
Yeah.
It's a good ball from Ben. Again, just can't corral it.
As it falls to Bashara. He tries to send it over for Grayson DeCosmo. And not sure what DeCosmo did to earn a foul there. As from up here, it looked like Tom Myers simply tried to jump over him. As here's a really nice dribble, but it's going to be taken away by Mumford. Here are some numbers for the Saints. It's a 4-on-3. It's Jack Bleacher. Bleacher trying to use his pace. He's pushed and no foul. It's Bashara with a great tackle on Nolde. Steven Bashara is so good.
Great play by Steve. Get that DeCosmo.
And Grayson DeCosmo. And who is this foul on? It'll be on DeCosmo. Wow. I don't know how you can give a card to DeCosmo there.
That's tough. I think that was a free 50-50 ball.
Yeah.
They were both going forward. That looked like a clean play, physical play, but didn't look like anything dirty there from Grayson, in my opinion. Not being a homer at all. That just looked like a 50-50 ball.
Yeah, neither side in possession of it. And that's sent in for Nolde. As Sovic comes to help out Bashara.
It's a great double team.
As Matt Sovic takes it away. It's a 3-on-2. He sends it up for Jack Bleacher, and he will not be able to run it down before Thomas Ward gets there. And that is a gorgeous ball from Ward.
I didn't know Ward had that type leg. Yeah. We haven't seen him really.
Not only was it powerful, it was perfectly accurate. Yeah. As Bashara, he's out there with Nolde. And Nolde's going to take it away. Charles Nolde, he gets ready to send it in. Header, saved by Smith. Looked like it was Argowal who got his head on it, but right into the arms of Ben Smith. Incredible goalkeeping tonight from the junior in the biggest game of his St. Christopher's career so far. Was on the team last year, but did not start over Rex Alphen.
So 38th minute here, Edison, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to make sure we get the half?
I think you just have to survive.
Okay.
You just have to survive these next 2 minutes. Collegiate dominated this game. The Saints have to consider themselves lucky that this is still a level match. As Sovic with some really impressive dribbling. Matt Sovic couldn't come up with that final pass. And Collegiate now going to look to counterattack. It's Myers. It's Hartman. Great slide by Mumford. As Bashara sends it away. Falls with as Sullivan sends it in. Is off the head of Smith. He made that mistake in the last match at City Stadium where he didn't fall on that ball, and Collegiate ended up scoring off of it. Good progress from him there. As cannot make a mistake like that in a big game. And smart play there from Schofield to use his head to send that back, as if the last touch was by a defender's head, the keeper is eligible to pick it up with his hands. So now It's Winston Evans who tried to send it in. It'll be out for a collegiate throw. Carson Stalker, Sutton Olsen, and Daniel Kehoe come on. Hudson, DeCosmo, and Sovich all come off.
I think this is Carson's first minutes tonight.
It is. We saw him a little bit on Wednesday night. Young midfielder, the brother of Campbell. And after Campbell graduates this year, still going to have another very talented stalker on Coach Wood's roster for the next 3 years.
Tons of potential for sure.
A freshman getting these big minutes in a state championship is rare. His time winds down before full time in this first half. Collegiate been so good, but just haven't been able to come up with that final pass or that final shot as Schofield tries to clear it out, falls to Welch. He'll send it out. As Carson Stalker, he tries to get it up for Bleacher. And can Collegiate come up with something here as Kehoe, so they're going to send it in, be cleared out by Welch. That was sent towards Jacob Timmons. Mumford send it out of play, and we're into injury time now. Likely not a substantial margin, but maybe enough for one last collegiate attack as as Bashara does a great job. And wow, I think that's the first time I've ever seen a player plead his case with the referee and win. I think that's the most impressive thing we've seen from Bashara tonight.
We needed that one.
The referee initially called it off of Bashara, but after Steven pleaded his case, she flipped the call and gave it to the Saints. As Bashara sends it up for Campbell Stalker. Jack Bleacher can't get his head on it. It's right back to Bashara now. He will clear it out into the area of Jack Bleacher. Falls right back to Collegiate. It's Hartman. His pass off target. Mumford clears it. Collegiate looking for something before the half. And that will do it for your first half. 0-0 your score here at City Stadium. 40 more minutes to decide the state championship. We'll be back for the second half.
This is STC TV, the one and only streaming service for St. Christopher's athletics. From varsity sports to middle school sports, we've got you covered.
They rush the court! Oh no!
Nash looking to run.
And he hurls him! And it is deep.
Out.
Saints are state champs.
He's got a lot of space. It's wide
And a
open.
touchdown, Saints! And that's it! He's hyped!
As always, thank you for tuning in. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the stream.
Hello and welcome back to the second half. The Saints were by far the inferior side in the first half. We'll see what adjustments Coach Wood makes. As it's with Grayson DeCosmo. That's a gorgeous ball. It's Jack Bleacher.
Oh, no.
He was offsides.
I was about to say, there's an adjustment for you, Edison. We get a through ball and a shot on goal that we probably really haven't gotten a legitimate one all day. Man.
But you love the design there. As we'll see what adjustments Coach Wood made at the half. The initial 11 here, the same as it was to start off the match. Same can be said for the Cougars. Andrew Scully, Tartman knocked away. Noldy has it taken away from him. It's Campbell Stalker. What a touch. This is with Jack Bleacher. He's tripped up and
play. You got to play, Jack. You got to play. You got to keep playing.
That's a shocking no call. As Noldy whips it in now. Hartman right in the hands of Dougie Boardman.
Great play by Dougie. That's what I'm talking about right there. You got to keep playing. You can't put your hands up and worry about not getting a call. You know, it kind of slows everybody else down. You start wondering why you didn't get a call instead of keep playing. You have to continue to play. Collegiate's too dangerous.
And with the way this game has gone, one mistake could be the difference.
Absolutely.
As with the Scully. Heavy pressure from the Saints. And it'll be won back by Evan Broughton. Up for Campbell Stalker. Max Mumford tried to get it in for Bleacher, but a really nice tackle by Scully. Collegiate gonna look to counter, but it's taken away by Bashara. Sent over for Broughton. He has to be careful here. Sullivan and fighting for it. And what a ball. Can DeCosmo run it down? No, but a Scully clears it out. And
who caught that?
Brandon Jennings.
Is that Brandon? Mr. VCU.
Looks like that, it was Brandon Jennings who came down with that. You'll be hearing his name a lot on SCC TV this winter.
He'll be getting plenty of rebounds just that way in traffic.
It's Jack Bleacher now.
Tough.
Collegiate going to look to counter. Welch skips over his foot, but luckily no one back for Collegiate as Boardman will clear it. Falls right to Argowall, but his header goes right to Campbell Stalker. Sovich, he has it taken away, but gets it back. It's Charlie Hudson now. That's a great ball. It's Max Mumford. He chips it in. Jack Bleacher can't get it there.
Good ball.
Gorgeous ball from Max Mumford. And while they haven't been able to put anything up yet, I'm sure Coach Wood very encouraged by these first 4 minutes. So now it's taken away by Stalker. This has looked like a whole new side in the second half. As it's Charlie Hudson.
Foul. Oh, wow.
That is unbelievable.
It's a really bad miss.
Now it is with Max Mumford. He gets it up to Jack Bleacher. It's Charlie Hudson. He sends it in. It's Max Mumford.
Chips it.
The Saints off the bar. Rebound to Mumford. And the Saints has the lead. Max Mumford has done it. And the Saints 1-0 now in the 45th minute.
Unreal play.
The junior midfielder has given the Saints the lead. And just like that, this game is turned on its head.
Edison, that's what I'm talking about. They kept playing, right? Instead of complaining about the call, the guys kept being aggressive. It worked out for them. And, man, Max Mumford, as I said on the quarterfinal broadcast, he's my favorite player, man. Love watching him play.
He's
Great,
been
terrific touch.
So good recently.
He's just so skilled.
The Saints have the lead now. And it will be tough to hold this Collegiate team for the next 35 minutes.
No question.
So the job nowhere near done, but a huge swing in momentum as this has looked like an entirely new game in the second half.
Next 5 minutes are big. You know Collegiate's coming really fierce, trying to get a equalizer here.
It's a gorgeous tackle there as Potomac when they took the lead in the 63rd minute, they did not do a good job of what you were just talking about. As they conceded 3 minutes later.
Absolutely. You have to be on your P's and Q's right here.
This is when the adrenaline's flowing for Collegiate. They know that they need something, and they don't want to get into a situation late where the Saints can just put 6 back. As it's with Charles Nolde. Nolde, what a job there as it's cleared out, but still falls with the Cougars. It's Hartman. It's Joshua Parker. He whips it in. Schofield gets a head on it. Who is that off?
Looks like the Saints.
So another corner coming for the Cougars. It's Argowal. Sean Argowal to take it. He whips it in.
Get it out.
Schofield clears it away. Still falls to Myers. Back to Argowal. He'll send it in again towards Joshua Parker.
Need you, Kellen.
Dougie Boardman can't come up with
Need
it.
you, Kellen.
Kellen Welch clears it off the line. Incredible defending from the senior center back. And the Saints keep their advantage.
Goodness.
Collegiate not giving up here.
Here they come.
As it's Nolde. Charles Nolde, marked by Kellen Welch. It's in for Argowal, cleared out. Falls back with Hartman. He sends it in once again. That'll be cleared out by Schofield. Shot. Blocked by Sovic.
Let it go.
It's Max Mumford. Up for Matt Sovic. He tries to send it in for Jack Bleacher, but that's going to be blocked. Ooh. And who is that off? It's off of Bleacher. I think they're going to rule it off Bleacher, but very dangerous there from Thomas Ward. As if Bleacher had an extra step, it's 2-0. The key for Collegiate here, you cannot go down 2 goals. If you go down, if you concede soon here, it almost feels like a death sentence for them. As that would put the momentum entirely in favor of the Saints, and that would allow Coach Wood to park the bus. As here is Joshua Parker. Tried to get to Argowal, cleared out by Schofield. It's with Tom Myers. It's with Hartman. Neil Myers. Charlie Hudson, so good in that midfield tonight. He's definitely not the biggest guy out there, but he's definitely the most fierce. His contact there. And that's a foul.
All about composure here. Where's your leadership? Where are your captains? Get your wall built and clear it out one more time. They've done it all evening. Got to do it again. Can't worry about the call now.
Standing over it. It's very surprising as Collegiate has Nolde all the way back, I believe. Oh, no, they do have him lined up in the box, excuse me. But
be careful here with the quick kick.
Standing over it will be Quentin Sullivan. Free kick coming from a dangerous position. 1-0 in the 49th minute. Quentin Sullivan takes it on. Off the bar. Nolde heads it. It's still free. And that's going to be a handball given.
Handball on who?
That is a shocking call. You normally will not see a handball in that scenario on incidental contact on a defender. And Collegiate now, they'll have a chance to level it. It'll be Peter Hartman to take it. Hartman stands over it. 12 yards away. Peter Hartman and Dougie Boardman. In the 50th minute, as Collegiate looks to equalize. It's Hartman. And Dougie Boardman comes up with the save! Oh, 3 minutes wide! Dougie Boardman with the save of the night! And the Saints have all the momentum now!
How about our keepers?
Corner taken quickly. It's Argowal. The Saints aren't back in it,
on?
and Boardman down with an injury.
Just playing the game. The officials.
Yeah.
What is going on? Get control of the game here.
As Boardman down with an injury, Robin Eldridge, she will go out there. St. Christopher's athletic trainer, and Ben Smith might have to start getting warm.
He's up now, Edison. How about our keepers? Dougie Boardman, Ben Smith. Unbelievable. I mean, just unbelievable.
Dougie will stay out there, sacrifices his body for a save that could have potentially won the Saints a state championship. As chance of Dougie Boardman rain in from the student section. It'll be Argowal to take the corner. He whips it in. It's cleared out.
Nice,
Great
Kellen.
work from Welch. Still dangerous here for Collegiate. It's Sullivan. Quentin Sullivan. He looks for a pass. He sends it in.
Oh, wow.
And another save for Boardman. Dougie Boardman. What a save. He is coming up massive in this match. Wow.
Yes. Woo.
Unbelievable from Dougie Boardman. Performance unlike any other tonight.
Look at that ball he puts up. His adrenaline's got to be going through the roof right now.
As now it is Jack Bleacher. Do the Saints have some more magic? It's
Another
Matt Sovich.
ball. Put it in, Matt.
Sovich whips it in. It'll be taken in by Ward.
Good play by Ward there.
And the Saints, they're going to look to capitalize as all the momentum their way after some incredible goalkeeping for Boardman. As Quentin Sullivan, that's going to be intercepted by Bashara. We haven't called his name out yet in the second half, but first half he was man of the match, and without his performance, I don't think Collegiate would have been held off the board. He was so good at neutralizing Joshua Parker. As Nolde will dance, and wow, what a fake from Charles Nolde. He whips it in, and Collegiate are level. Gorgeous ball from Charles Nolde. Peter Hartman finishes it off after he missed the penalty just 2 minutes ago, and Collegiate are right back in this.
Terrific play by the Cougars there. Transition. They've been good at it all evening long. Great cross by Nolde. Hartman makes up for the penalty miss. Game is level.
21st assist of the year and the 49th goal contribution for Nolde. Unreal numbers. As DeCosmo, Sovich, Mumford, and Bashara come off. Interesting time for Coach Wood to give some of the crucial players a rest, as momentum definitely swinging back to Collegiate. Cannot allow anything big from them. The Saints now facing some adversity in the state championship. Things look so good for them after the penalty save from Boardman. Another incredible save off a header. And just like that, their momentum is gone. And Collegiate now going to look to show why they're the #1 team in the state. There's great work there from Welch. As you have to imagine Coach Wood probably not very comfortable without Bashara, Sovich, and Cosmo on the pitch. Probably going to try to get them back on as soon as possible. As that throw will be towards Quentin Sullivan. Sullivan has it taken away. It'll be cleared out. Falls back for Sutton Olison. That'll be over the touchline. It's Kellen Welch bullies Nolde and wins back the header. What a slide tackle from Charlie Hudson. He has been so good this season for them in his senior years. A lot of contact there, and that'll be going to the Saints. Hudson, most games going to be one of the smallest guys out there, but always putting in 110%. He reminds me a lot of former Paris Saint-Germain midfielder Marco Verratti, now playing for Al Arabi. Both of them definitely undersized, but always going to be the fiercest competitor on that pitch. As it's Broughton. He throws it in for Bleacher. Jack Bleacher. That'll be over the touchline. Another. Wow, they're going to give that to Collegiate. And that's going to be a really good look for Collegiate. It's Nolde now. He's isolated with Welch. It is Charles Nolde. He's going to cut it back. He whips it in, and what a tackle from Kellen Welch. That's going to be off. It looked like it's off of Nolde.
Great play, Kellen.
Wow. Gorgeous tackle from Welch. And facing off with a man, nearly 50 goal contributions this year. Kellen Welch has done everything you could ask for tonight. Into the 57th minute now. Sullivan for Nolde. To be cleared out by Schofield. Can the Saints come up with something? Daniel Kehoe back on the pitch now. It's Overstreet. He'll send it out. It's Nolde. Charles Nolde cuts it back. Nolde, and great tackle from Overstreet. Throw coming for Collegiate now. Can Collegiate come up with something?
Ooh,
Overstreet can't come up with it, but that's going to be over the head of Broughton. It'll fall with Quentin Sullivan. He cuts it back. He beats Cade Cox. Sullivan whips it in, and Boardman gets his hands on it. Welch will clear it, and a throw coming. That's whipped in. Dougie Boardman gets his hands on it.
Dougie.
Great work to collect the cross. As Boardman rolls it to Kellen Welch. That's not a move we've seen from Smith at all. As Ben, very aggressive on those goal kicks. Here's a Scully. That's blocked. It goes right to Jack Bleacher, but he can't control it. Would have been a very tough touch as it was up by his neck area. It'll be cleared out by Schofield. Bleacher fighting for it. Myers takes it away from him. It's Nolde. It's Argowal. It's Charles Nolde. Taken away by Hudson.
Nobody's there.
And a whiff
we got lucky
from
there.
Cooper Winston Evans.
Got lucky there. No one was there.
Halfway through the second half. Unable to separate these teams. Mumford scored and Peter Hartman scored. 1-1 in the 60th minute. As through ball for Nolde. And great work once again from Kellen Welch. And that's going to be off Nolde. Wow.
That's a different Kellen Welch than you probably have ever seen. He's really grown up, really coming into his own, more confident. Did not let Nolde out-physical him in that situation. That was beautiful.
Kellen's been great all year, but tonight just taking it to another level. As Beckett Schofield comes off the pitch for the first time. As Bashara enters, Broughton moves over to center back. As Boardman tries to get over to Campbell Stalker, but once again, Collegiate coming down with it. Here's Hartman. He sends it in for Nolde. Charles Nolde in a race with Broughton. Broughton will clear it out, and a throw coming. Thrown in by Myers towards Argowal. It's up. It's going to be head on it from Broughton. Cade Cox will be cleared out by Tyler Overstreet. Right back to Myers. He whips it in now, and Boardman lets it sail over the bar. Taylor Jenkins comes on now for the Cougars alongside Jacob Timmons.
Edison, is that Matthew's brother? Matthew Jenkins from last year?
I am not sure.
We're in the same number. I was just wondering. Wouldn't be surprised.
No, definitely not.
Size.
It's Nolde. It's Argowal. Gets by Stalker, and what a tackle. Campbell Stalker.
I think that was Sutton Olison. That was a good play.
Yeah. It's back with Myers. Cade Cox fighting for it. His brother Ian graduated last year. He had a flair for the dramatics. And last year, probably one of the best atmospheres we've seen at Massey Field. His brother Ian hit a winner against Trinity.
Just got a text from our headmaster, Mason Leckie. He confirms that Taylor and Matthew Jenkins are brothers. He says he's in New York City watching the stream. Go Saints.
So that's sent in. Cox clears it. As Carson Stalker, Beckett Schofield, and Max Mumford set to check back on for St. Christopher's soon. So Nolde has it. Charles Nolde. Myers. Great pressure from Cox. He gets it in for Nolde, though. Splits two men. Nolde whips it in. It's free near the goal line. Let's see who they give it to. It'll be a goal kick for St. Christopher's.
Ooh, man.
As now those three do come on for the Saints. It's Mumford, Carson Stalker, and Beckett Schofield. Kehoe back to Sutton Olison. It's with Stephen Bishara. Tried to get over Bleacher, but it was intercepted. It falls to Sean Argowal. He sends it in. Great tackle from Overstreet to clear that out.
Good move by Carson. Stay up, Carson. Stay up, Carson.
And he will be tripped up. Foul called on Sean Argowal.
Great job by the freshman. Wow, that's a quick play. Yeah, I was about to say, yeah.
Yeah, they did not set that.
Do that.
Yeah. They did not set the ball or wait for the referees. Go ahead. Oh, they'll give a throw instead of a foul. Interesting, as it is up for Jack Bleacher. But once again, Collegiate coming away with one of those aerial duels. That's been their biggest strength so far, as it seems like every time a ball is in the air, you can count on a Collegiate man to come down with it. That was a long ball for Nolde. Dangerous play from Broughton. It'll be cleared into the air by Bishara. Olson fighting for it. Falls at his feet. Argowal has it. Max Mumford can't get it back. Sean Argowal. That's whipped in. It'll be whiffed by DeCosmo, but luckily Carson Stalker is right there. It's Myers.
This guy, Tom Myers, has been tough tonight.
Tom Myers right at Dougie Boardman.
He has been tough tonight.
15 minutes to go and some change in full time. And then potentially we could be getting a third straight match for the Saints that goes into extra time.
I was just about to say that, Edison. Could we be doing that again? It is 1-1. The other two games ended in regulation at 1.
Very sharp contrast in the way the Saints have played their games last year and this year. As here's Hartman. It's with Nolde. Sent in. Boardman takes it.
Nice, Dougie.
Another nice save from Boardman. He's been amazing tonight this second half. But as I was saying, last year, every win, stress-free. Saints never trailed the whole tournament. There was never a time when they scored a goal and then lost the lead. So this year, about the opposite. 2 matches, both have gone into penalties. And wow, Overstreet, that was a great job to plead his case with the officials and win, as Kellen Welch now back on the pitch alongside Matt Sovich, Campbell Stalker, and Charlie Hudson. As now it's given back to Collegiate after some disagreement from the refs. Not sure exactly what's going on, but in the end it will be given to Collegiate as Myers throws it in for Quentin Sullivan, as now whistles blow. As the Saints did not get their subs on, as Stalker didn't come on for Olsen yet. As now it's Argowal, Sean Argowal, taken away by Stalker.
Great
Campbell
play.
Stalker.
Yeah.
Over.
Oh, reverse it.
Hudson couldn't get a good touch on it. It's with Quentin Sullivan. Quentin Sullivan. He beats Overstreet. Sullivan into the middle. Nobody there for Collegiate, but it's back out for Myers. Cleared away by DeCosmo temporarily. Back out now for Tom Myers. He sends it in for Nolde. And that will be, I believe that was off Collegiate. And they will indeed give a goal kick. Boardman sends it deep. Stalker gets his head on it.
All right,
Bleacher.
here we go.
It's Matt Sovich! And it'll be cleared out by Ascoli. Great defensive work there.
Edison, that's what we needed. This ball has not been in this half for probably the last 20, 25 minutes since we scored a goal. So we needed this. Let's see if we can lock it in.
It's Bashara to throw it in. Stephen Bashara tried to get it in for Bleacher. It'll be taken away temporarily. Falls to Max Mumford. He gets it to Campbell Stalker. He is dragged down, and now Collegiate have numbers. Saints do a good job, though, of getting back up, and Mumford knocks it away. Then he takes it away again. Gorgeous from Mumford. As now DeCosmo couldn't get a foot on it.
How did they get that ball through?
I don't know. It's Myers.
Oh, he's holding the ball. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that's going to be... There's no card awarded, as this Coach Wood's not happy. I'm not sure why he's not sent off for that.
Yeah.
Is that... I'm not sure, as Coach Wood trying to figure it out as to why they were not sent off for picking up the ball when it's in play.
You never see Coach Wood that demonstrative, so you know something's not right.
I'm not.
If he's questioning in that manner.
I'm not. They had to have called a foul before he picked it up. I'm not sure what else it could have been. I mean, he clearly intentionally grabbed the ball with his hands, with both hands, and fell on it. That should be sending off. But either way, Jack Bleacher going to be boxed out. And he's still fighting for it. Jack Bleacher has it. Can he find something? It is Bleacher. He's going to reset it to DeCosmo. He whips it in.
Nobody there.
we're into the 70th minute now. It's sent deep for Joshua Parker, and it'll be one back by Schofield. As his pass a bit off target, and Bashara does a great job of getting it up to Jack Bleacher. Bleacher chips it for Matt Sovich, and it will be taken back by Collegiate, but Sovich applying some heavy pressure, and that's right to Campbell Stalker, and he can't come up with it, but it's right to Kellen Welch now, as it's with DeCosmo. It is Grayson DeCosmo.
Good ball.
It's Charlie Hudson, and he can't get through as Ascoli gets there, but falls right to Welch.
Kellen.
He sends it over, so he tries to get it to Stalker. Can he get this in? And he cannot. Ascoli sends it deep. It is Charles Nolde. It's Quentin Sullivan. He'll dance with Overstreet. He sends it in for Argowal, but Boardman gets there. Had that been a left-footed player sending in that pass, it would have curved the other way. Probably would have fell right to the feet of Argowal. As Boardman will send it deep. As right to Bleacher. Wow, really nice kick from Dougie Boardman, as it is with Jack Bleacher now. Saints leading goal scorer, 14 on the year. As Matt Sovich is going to dance. He gets it back to Jack Bleacher. Jack Bleacher tries to split two defenders. He's tripped up.
Got to get up, Jack. Got to get up. Got to get up. Got to keep playing.
As that'll be sent out and staying with the Saints, as Bleacher cannot believe it still. As now Overstreet, DeCosmo, and Sovich will come off for Kehoe, Cox, and Broughton. Interesting choice from Coach Wood to pull some of his best players out right now. As Bleacher will come off, not Sovich, excuse me. But interesting choice from Coach Wood. I think his thought process might be playing for extra time. As if he wanted to win it now, probably would see Bleacher and DeCosmo on the pitch. As Bashara is going to be deflected out by Steven. Falls to Mumford. And Stalker pulled down.
Send it.
It's Matt Sovich. Sovich chips it in. It's Daniel Kehoe. Can he run it down? Kehoe, and a gorgeous slide tackle by George Culp.
Foul? Foul?
I believe they're going to say the flag was up.
Okay.
As either way, what a tackle from Culp. As it wouldn't have mattered either way, as he was offsides, but had he been on there and Culp was not perfect with that tackle, it would be a penalty for the Saints. Time winding down here at City Stadium. It's intercepted by Kehoe, but one right back as it's through for Joshua Parker. And an incredible slide tackle from Schofield. The Saints are going to look to counter now. It's with Kehoe. It's with Max Mumford.
Switch the field.
Charlie Hudson chips it in, and it'll be run down by Andrew Ascoli. Sovich. He had a goal like that earlier this year where the keeper tried to send it deep. He blocked it and went in. Now it's with Mumford. Max Mumford up for Daniel Kehoe. Kehoe cuts it back. He's tripped up.
Yes, sir.
And that will be a free kick from a very dangerous position.
Nice play by Kehoe. Coach Wood always pushing the right buttons, Edison.
As standing over it will be the senior captain, Beckett Schofield, alongside Campbell Stalker. The Saints have scored from a direct free kick. Jack Bleacher, less than 2 weeks ago against Benedictine. And a goal here surely would give them hope for a state championship. Stalker And Schofield lined up over it. It will be Campbell Stalker. He sends it in and just wide to the left. Beautifully hit ball by Campbell Stalker.
I was waiting for the net to move back. I thought it was in there. Oh, man.
It's Andrew Ascoli now into the 76th minute. It's with Nolde. He's pocketed by Stalker. Saints are going to look to run. It's with Charlie Hudson. Hudson in
Good
for
ball.
Stalker, and he trips over himself. Heartbreaking as Stalker needs to get up as Collegiate's pushing. It's with Joshua Parker. Parker sends it in for Argowal. It's Sean Argowal. It's going to be cleared out by
Good hustle
Cox.
by Cade.
Great work from Cade Cox as Kehoe loses control of it. And Myers chips it over Hudson. It's with Joshua Parker. Once again, he will dance with Stephen Bashara. Parker whips it in. It'll be taken in by Dougie Boardman.
Parker and Bashar have been going at it all night long.
Olsen and DeCosmo, as well as Bleacher, ready to check in. As Dougie Boardman will send it deep. It's right to Matt Sovich. Tries to get ahead on it, but no Saints back. Some good pressure here from Cade Cox. And it'll be given away. It's with Mumford. Max Mumford back to Kellen Welch. Kellen Welch has it blocked. Dangerous there as it's sent back to Dougie Boardman. It's with Sovich now. Sovich tried to get it to Hudson. Didn't get a great touch on it. As Schofield heads it out. It's with Hartman. It's with Max Mumford now. Mumford chips
Good
it in.
ball.
Max Mumford. It's Matt Sovich. Sovich has it. Sovich takes it on, and it's wide to the left.
Man, we've had some great runs, some great balls for some great opportunities for us here these last few minutes. That's all you can ask for.
Mumford, Kehoe, and Cox off. DeCosmo, Olsen, and Jack Bleacher come on. It's with Andrew Ascoli. Up for Joshua Parker. And that will be kept in. Great touch from Parker. But it'll be intercepted by Bashara. It's with Charlie Hudson. And nice tackle, but it'll fall to Grayson DeCosmo. A lot of contact, but I believe that was a really good tackle by Tom Myers. And they're going to give it to Collegiate, but Welch gets his head on it. And Bleacher down by Ascoli. He wants a foul, and you can see his frustration. There have been numerous physical plays where he hasn't gotten the call he wanted. It's with Joshua Parker now. Once again, him and Bashara go at it. Steven blocks it. He clears it out. Throw is coming into the 79th minute. Time ticks. And an incredible state championship. It's with Charles Nolde. He's marked by Campbell Stalker. The flag was up. Offsides. Maybe one last push for the Saints.
Ooh, man, I tell you. all this team has done is play classics the whole tournament. Here's another one. Another classic.
As it's up for Bleacher. Jack Bleacher tries to send it over for Hudson. It's given away.
Handball.
I think they'll rule it incidental contact. So Myers, he sends it over for Parker. That's a really nice ball. It's with Nolde. It's back to Myers. Tom Myers up for Quentin Sullivan. Does Collegiate have any magic in them? It's up for Myers. And a great slide tackle from Hudson. It's with Sullivan. He takes it on.
Wow,
it's blocked.
How does that get through?
And Bashara clears it out.
Oh,
the
man.
Saints somehow survive.
Timmons? I think it was Jacob Timmons.
It was Timmons.
Oh,
he couldn't
man.
get his boot on it.
How does that get through?
As I'm sure the heart of every Saints player and coach stopped momentarily as that ball rolled towards Timmons. We are past the 80th minute now.
Colin Zolenhofer says we have 3 minutes of extra time. He's on the producer on the show today. 3 minutes.
The Saints have been nothing short of miraculous all tournament. Do they have one more miracle in them to claim a second consecutive state championship? It's taken in by Dougie Boardman. It's Nolde, it's Joshua Parker, and Stephen Bashara.
Bashar again. Couldn't control it.
They'll give it to Collegiate. It is Charles Nolde. He will dance with Bashara and Sovic. Nolde whips it in. Welch gets his head on it. And it's still with Parker. The Saints are not clear of the danger.
Clear it.
Hudson fighting for it. What a tackle from Charlie Hudson. He had to be perfect, and he was. It's with DeCosmo now. It's up for Charlie Hudson. That'll be cleared out by the Cougars. Mumford comes on. He was the hero for the Saints earlier. He scored the lone goal for them. As Hudson comes off. Time winding down before we could see a third straight game going in extra time. That is going to be sent up for Timmons. With Olsen. Sutton Olsen tries to get it through for Bleacher, but it's too strong. It's going to fall right to Campbell Stalker. Stalker with some great touch. It's with Sutton Olsen, and he's pulled down. And Collegiate will look to counter. It's with Hartman. It's with Quentin Sullivan. He will dance with Evan Broughton. And
great
gorgeous defense. As Broughton pulled down in the box, somehow no foul on Sullivan. Luckily for the Saints, they retain it, but looked like an inexcusable miss. Oh, no, they will give the foul. Excuse me. I guess just a quiet whistle in a delayed call.
Yeah, it was loud right there. We couldn't hear anything.
Yeah.
I didn't hear any whistle.
As substitutions now for Collegiate. Neil Myers comes off. Sean Argowal comes back on. As maybe one last prayer for the Saints. DeCosmo, he gives it away. And Broughton clears it, but it's right to Nolde. Up towards Hartman. It falls to Sean Argowal. Over for Joshua Parker.
One more stop, Steve.
Stephen Bashara
Good.
once again comes up with a big tackle. They're not out of the woods yet. It's with Timmons. Jacob Timmons. Bashara fighting for it, and he will come up with it, but it's given away to Parker. Bashara is down. Bashara somehow gets his head on it.
And it ends up being a corner. That's just unlucky, man. That's just unlucky. He's getting up after fighting.
Could this
trying to hold everybody off. It's just, I mean,
could this
can't, like, come on, this can't. Come on, guys, just get this thing out.
Could this be the moment for Collegiate? It's Sean Argowal to take it. Argowal whips it in.
That's a good ball.
Nolde gets his head on it. It's going to be off target. Falls with Neal.
Nice, Stalker.
Gorgeous tackle from Campbell Stalker. But Collegiate still have a chance. It's Sean Argowal. One corner to potentially crown Collegiate as the VISAA champions.
Interesting alignment with Parker in the box.
Argowal whips it in. It's for Nolde. It's cleared off the line. And that will do it.
That was Max Mumford.
Max
That was
Mumford,
Max Mumford.
saves the game for the Saints.
The goal and the save for the Saints.
And
Woo.
initially when they blew the whistle, I thought it was a handball or something at first, but
He made sure.
Yeah.
You saw black gloves out. He made sure to
and
make it clear his chest controlled that ball.
we have 10.
PA announcer says no rushing the field. I don't know if you're going to hold either one of these student sections back, whoever wins. They had some rushing the field from the previous game. We didn't see the first game, but Trinity and Meadowview won the D2 championship, and they rushed the field. I don't know if they'll keep either of these teams back when this ends.
So that would do. Hello and welcome back. I mean, this game been everything you could have asked for. On the pitch for St. Christopher's, you will have in the defense Stephen Bashara, Kellen Welch, Beckett Schofield, and Evan Broughton in the midfield. And in the attack, the front three that the Saints have ran all season, and that has brought them all these wins and brought them to the state championship. Grayson DeCosmo, Matt Sovich, and Jack Bleacher.
And Dougie Boardman stays in for at least this first session.
Yeah.
So we'll see. He did that on Monday. On Wednesday, Ben went both sessions.
Yeah.
Of the 5 minutes. So.
Chances are Smith will be in for the second session, as he is. Although Dougie did save one, Smith is the better penalty keeper. As 2 5-minute periods, and if the teams are still level afterwards, we would have penalties for a third straight match. As Bashar will dance once again. So it's whipped in and
Great hustle. Steven couldn't hold it. Great hustle there by Beckett.
Is sent short to Argowall. Back to Quentin Sullivan. Sullivan whips it in. Boardman with a save. Quentin Sullivan went for that bottom right corner, but Dougie Boardman laid out and made the save. I think Kehoe probably does block it, but
yeah, no chance. Don't take a chance.
Yeah.
I agree.
And you never know if Kehoe does take it, how it could have rebounded. So smart play from Boardman. This time, Argowall will send it in. Corner comes. It's Nolde who gets his head on it, but it's cleared out. Falls to Neil Myers. It's whiffed on and over the touchline.
Oh, give a corner.
Apparently, Sovich did get a piece of it. Argowall once again will take it. Sean Argowall sends it in. Schofield clears it out. Joshua Parker was right there, but great work from the senior captain defender, Beckett Schofield, in his final match in the St. Christopher shirt. Sean Argowal whips it in. Low line drive. It'll be cleared out once again by Schofield. And that'll be into the stands. And a throw coming for the Cougars. Saints have not gotten possession of the ball in the first 2.5 minutes as that's whipped in for Parker. Falls to Quentin Sullivan. Quentin Sullivan blocked by Jack Bleacher. Collegiate still has it. Cross in. Nolde gets his head on it, but it'll be sent out by Kellen Welch. Back out for Joshua Parker. Marked by Kehoe. Parker whips it in.
Oh,
physical.
That is head to head.
As Welch is down.
I hate to see that.
And they're going to stop play.
Man, goodness.
That is not what you want to see. As Kellen Welch been so good tonight for St. Christopher's. Scary injury here as Kellen is done. I know he has to be substituted for now, but is he done for the match or is he allowed to come back on?
I believe he can come back on.
Okay. So it's just for now he has to be taken off.
So yeah, with the trainer comes out, he's got to go out. Hopefully he doesn't have anything.
I don't know how aggressive they will be with bringing Kellen back on, as obviously if that's something like a concussion, very serious, and if it's a concussion you can't send him out there, but hopefully just gonna end up as a bump on his head and nothing more. Kellen Welch been a warrior all night. He's held Charles Nolde in check, and without his efforts, the Saints likely not in this position, and Collegiate probably already has their state championship trophy, as Nolde grazes off his head. As Collegiate now had about 90% of the possession in this first period of extra time. That's up there for Quentin Sullivan. He will dance with Tyler Overstreet. And great technical display from Sullivan. He sends it in the middle. It's Sean Argowal! And that's wide! Sean Argowal nearly gives the Cougars the lead. But just wide to the right. He can't believe it. Had just the keeper to beat.
Oh, man, I just lost 5 years off my life. Goodness. Oh. What a play.
We are approaching the 5 minutes.
Unbelievable. Oh.
Boardman sends it deep. Falls for Joshua Parker. Mumford with a great work defensively. But Parker just too pacey. And Bashara once again comes up with a big defensive action. And the Saints are going to look to run as Steven Bashara just makes probably the smart play and clears it out. The Saints been under pressure for the last 30 minutes of this match. And while some might argue you don't want to test your fate in penalties twice, Saints have to be feeling pretty good after winning 2 penalty. And that will do it for the first period of overtime.
Ooh.
5 more minutes to play for the VISAA state championship. And then if we still cannot separate these 2 teams, penalties come. We'll be back.
We got 400 of you guys, I think, watching right now. Jump in the chat. 377, jump in the chat. Tell us where you watching from. We'd love to know. Jump in the chat during this break. Tell us where you're watching from.
So welcome back. 5 more minutes. Can someone come away with a miracle? Intercepted by Campbell Stalker. And Kellen Welch back on the pitch. He is fouled. He had a scary collision on a attempted header. Luckily, he is back out there as he tried to get it in for Grayson DeCosmo. And now Stalker sends it for Grayson. DeCosmo gets his head on it, but
Grayson doesn't have anything left. You can tell, man, they are just on fumes.
I think Grayson's ready for penalties. He is exhausted. He's probably played 80 minutes tonight, and you can't even call his role a winger, as he's on offense he's a winger, but on defense plays like a defensive midfielder. So crazy amounts of energy being exerted by him. Not hard to see why he's tired if you play or watch him.
Good defense by Sutton Olison there.
It's with Myers. Tom Myers whips it in. Kellen Welch has it near the touchline to be a throw for the Cougars. It'll be Tom Myers throwing it in. Tries to get it in for Nolte. It'll be cleared out. A corner coming for Collegiate. It'll be Sean Argawal taking it again. Ben Smith between the posts for St. Christopher's. Sean Argawal.
The same alignment with Parker right in front of the mouth of the goal.
Argawal whips it in, and Collegiate have taken the lead. Joshua Parker has done it.
Yep. Boxed us out. Boxed us out, jumped right over top of us. So it is sudden death in OT, it seems like, and as I said, they win. Excuse me.
Joshua Parker.
They wouldn't be able to hold him off the field. It's just too exciting for the kids. Great play by Parker. Just boxed us out and jumped right up with his header to finish it. Well deserved by Collegiate. They played a great match. They've had a great season. The Saints don't have anything to hold their head down about. They played a tremendous match. It was a great season for the Saints. Collegiate just a little bit better tonight.
Yeah. Saints, huge roster turnover coming into the year.
Yep.
Lost the state player of the year last year in Wes Wise. Lost the state keeper of the year in Rex Alphen. And a season where off very large roster turnover, they struggled early in the year, came into their element in October, some dominant performance. Before we end this stream, I'd like to thank all the seniors who have given their time to this one. Welch, Campbell Stalker, Charlie Hudson, and the manager Ned Lumpkin are all of our graduating seniors. And that is it from us at SCC TV. Collegiate comes up with a 2-1 victory. Joshua Parker wins it. We thank you all for tuning in. This was SCC TV. We thank you all for tuning in.
Thank you.